It was just on when I was getting ready to go out, and there's nothing else on at that time.
Sure.
And it was the final on Saturday night as well.
Yeah, you got to watch the final, you know,
The final.
Well, who would you do if you went on the show?
Moby.
Probably do... Ooh.
It's not that you look like them though, is it?
No,
you sound like
because they wouldn't let me on as Tracy Chapman. I was furious.
That's annoying.
Because I sound just like her, but they said...
Bowie.
You do Bowie?
Yeah.
Can I hear your impression?
No.
Well, come on.
No, because you just said if you could go on and what have you, I'm saying that...
Well, it's got to be someone you can do. I mean, obviously I'd go on as Will Smith because I can do the rapping.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I'm not a good singer. I've never really been into singing. I've never done a live singing thing before.
Haven't you?
No.
But if there was a talent show,
what did you do?
I did Walk Like an Egyptian by the Bangles and a mind, dressed up as a woman.
How old were you?
I think it was when I was still going to school, so it was like...
Well, I hope so.
12.
And why did you do that? What did you mime to, and why were you dressed as a woman? Where's the logic in this, is what I'm saying, Carl? What sort of act was this?
I think it was meant to get hold of some, like, Egyptian outfit. Couldn't. So I looked in my mum's wardrobe, and I had a dress.
Dress in a fez, carrying some lizards, that'd do it, wouldn't it?
I had some boots and a wig on.
And how did you dance? Look, he looks confused! He's
confused by his own act.
He's suddenly confused!
The best bit was it was like a proper talent show. Do you know where you cover it all?
Yeah.
So I did like the dancing and the miming, and then I also did a bit of magic, right? Where I had like a cloth, right? And I had it over my hand like that, and the crowd were like, oh God, what's he gonna do?
Of course they were. Go on, and what was the trick?
They weren't saying that! And the crowd going, oh, what's the great...
one chorus. Ooh, what's he gonna do?
Oh, what's the great Pilconi gonna do?
So what I did was, I stood there teasing them,
Teasing the audience?
yeah,
Yeah.
and I said, I'm gonna make a bird appear before your very eyes, okay? And I pulled the tea towel off, and I just had hold of an egg. And I said, oh, it isn't born yet. They loved it.
He's so proud of that! Look at his
Did you come up with that yourself?
Yeah.
Did you have any help at all?
No.
So you did Walk Like an Egyptian and Dress as a Woman, then you did the egg trick.
And then I was also playing like a janitor. Because when the next person was singing, I'd come on and all the electric went off. And I came on going, oh, because I only got 50p for the meter.
Oh, you're quite a little showman, weren't you?
And then, like, you know...
Did you win?
Chucked us some money.
Yeah.
And,
Are you sure you weren't actually employed as the janitor?
No, did you win?
No, I think we came second. This really tarty girl who did Madonna, like a virgin. And I thought, yeah, right. Like you are. She's a right ropey little woman. But,
So great! Okay, so Spy the Stars now, we better play a track, haven't we?
Indeed, yeah. Bit of Tom McRae, this was a track we played a while back, I enjoyed it. One Boy Once Around the Block, classic, a retro cut.
Getting a bit sad now, Steve, 20 minutes.
Indeed.
I've got so much to say, I've got so much to leave people with about Carl, all the things he's done, looking back. Carl, do you remember when I put up the waste paper bin on your head?
classic time, yeah.
Yeah, do you remember that? What did I do to you today?
Well, you tried to bring the same memories flooding back to me by putting the same grotty bin on my head, but the annoying thing was, last time I did it was quite a new bin.
Yeah.
Did it today, it's rank, all sorts of stuff on.
What else do I do when I saw you go around the corner down there? Go on.
I went to get the paperwork and that you need to produce the show.
Yeah.
And came around the corner. Ricky was sort of hiding, and I was concentrating, reading stuff. And he goes,
I don't imagine it was as soft and gentle as that. I imagine it was more like exactly
like that. And I tell you what, I nearly exploded because he sort of hopped on one leg, right? And look, he sort of, I don't know why I'm doing this, but he sort of was walking out and on, we're looking down, and I went, and he hopped like that, and his
rest assured, listeners, that if you were here, it's not any funnier than it is if you were listening at home. It's only amusing to Ricky.
It makes you feel really refreshed.
He was going on in a heart like that, and I was nearly having a heart attack laughing, and he went, I feel good now. He said, I can see why people skydive. He said that would be good for people that were ill. Oh, Carl.
They've made it feel.
How am I gonna live without Carl for 14 weeks?
Oh, you'll find other people to irritate.
Oh dear. Okay, so right, well, we got it was fine entering room 101, but we've also had so many emails and letters about this competition. People trying to bribe you with things. They've been great. Can you read a few of them more?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, obviously, this is people trying to win this bag that we got signed at the BAFTAs. We got Graham Norton, Angus Staten, Alan Davis, Jamie Theakston, Paul Whitehouse, Baxendale, Helen, Steve Filmich and McFadden, Peter Davison, Simon Pegg, Steve Roy, all different people signing the big bag.
Do you know what I think though? I don't think people want that. I think they want to contribute to Carl's existence.
Well, this is
I really genuinely think that Carl has sort of you've you know, you've only been there, how long have we been doing this now with you, sort of like, you know, in the area? 3 months?
Yes.
I think you've touched people's lives, Carl. I don't think I've ever met, well, I haven't met you, but I think your soul comes across as like a cross between, I'd put it, it's like a cross between a cat
And Rain Man. But we've had quite a few which are sort of, which obviously want to kind of further your education. Obviously, when we're off air, this is something we're worried that's just going to dry up, you know, and we've tried hard to educate you. So, lots of books, lots of people suggesting books, the Giant Book of Mysteries. And I mean, if you chose this one, Carl, it tells you how 3,000 Japanese soldiers literally vanished overnight. Real-life accounts of vampires. The man who planned his own crucifixion. The famous Ghostbuster, Harry Price. And lots of things about spontaneous combustion.
Is this the one about the one with the hairball?
That's not got the one with the hairball in there. I'll have to dig that out for you.
These sort of books are the thing that I'm after.
This is what
I've brought in one as well. It's a friend who works with Jane, my girlfriend, called Liz, and she wants to put this forward. And this is Trade Secrets, everything you will ever need to know about everything. And it's just like little tips. You know what I mean?
But there's so many things competing with that. You see, there's another guy who sent in, he wants to give you a video entitled Making Love, Parts 1 and 2, an instructional guide. I imagine you'd enjoy that, Carl? No? Nothing they can teach you? No. Sure. The Reader's Digest book of strange stories and amazing facts, again, other stuff here. Why cats have 9 lives, Carl?
Well, hang on a minute.
Why meteors are likely to destroy Earth in the next 100 years?
You're wasting your time. Okay. In this Trade Secrets book, listen to this for a tip. Make a necklace from electrical wire.
That's a good idea.
But don't plug it in.
Don't say that.
What about this then, Carl? Because obviously we're concerned that you didn't get your GCSEs, or you didn't get as many as you'd have hoped. There's a guy here, this is Victoria, and she's saying she's more than willing to give you all of her awards and certificates. She's got 6 GCSEs, 6 A's and 4, she's got many GCSEs, in fact, 6 A's, 4 B's, 3 A levels, and a master's degree in philosophy. She's willing to give you those certificates. She says you will be the proud owner of qualifications. As the owner of qualifications, she has found that anything she says is invariably believed, and that she's popular and very happy. She's willing to give you those qualifications. That's pretty impressive. You can claim they're your own. You have to change your name to Victoria, but other than that, I can see no problems.
And you have to put a dress on, fez.
It's nice. More like an Egyptian. But you see, there's lots of educational ones. Then there's other things which perhaps less useful to you. This is, doesn't say who it's from, but I think it's Ruth, and she's happy to give you a statue of an ostrich that she made when she was 7.
What about that?
Alright, you love birds, you love animals. Apparently,
statue.
The legs fell off under the weight of the body, so now it's just a legless ostrich. But even so,
I've only got a small flat.
Sure. Another woman here.
I doubt if it's ostrich size.
Yeah, it's just clogging up space, though, isn't it?
This is Lauren. She's willing to give you some of her handmade blue tack animals. She makes animals out of blue tack. She can give you an elephant, a seahorse, a tortoise, a pig, a butterfly, a fish, snail, even a stegosaurus, or anything you choose.
See, I've got my art set on.
You've got the books. You're excited by the books.
Book.
What about this though? This is a Lego alarm clock with a little Lego man who's got a variety of hats. It says here including biker's helmet and cap. 2, I think, of the village people. I don't know, Carl, if again people are picking certain things up. A clear stiletto mobile phone holder with pink fur on it, flashes pink and green. I think people know that you're
not listening. In this book, listen, right? In this book, little tips and stuff. So one here about if your dog keeps nicking a remote control.
Sure.
The way to get it off it: ring the doorbell. Right, so you got to get off your chair, go and ring the doorbell, so the dog goes, what's that? And it drops the remote control, goes running to the door, you run back and pick it up.
I love the idea of Carl doing that, and then the doorbell goes, and Carl drops it and goes, and it's the dog pressing the doorbell, and sits back down, and Carl going, oh no, not again.
I mean, I really do want, can't I just have this?
You excited by that, are you?
It's brilliant.
What about this one though that you mentioned? This is a book which has got all those urban legends and stories that you've read on the internet, and it tells you whether they're real or not. This has got the one in there. I know you're very excited about the one with the woman who stuck her head in the microwave.
Yeah.
Eh?
Alright.
It's not alright. So basically, she's saying here that whenever Ricky says, "Oh, it's not true," you can dispute that with your book.
Yeah. What do you think then, Carl? Do you ever think about all these gifts and
There's
then
so much stuff, isn't there?
Should we play a record and then come back? Have you found something you like in there?
You're so undecided, Carl.
I really like this book.
Go on, and what is it? What else you found? What tip?
God, there's loads of stuff in here. Let's just pick one at random. Don't be too tidy. Leave some areas for helpful garden animals to hide in. So when you're cleaning your garden and that, you know, it might look a bit of a mess, but think about the animals that are walking about at night in the dark and stuff. Yeah. Just little things you don't think about.
Yeah, because they're pointless.
Okay, then we'll just play a record.
Oh, there's so many to decide on.
Alright, what are we playing, Steve?
This is something from a little compilation that came free with a magazine called Comes With a Smile. It's a good little magazine. And this is by Matt Pond, PA. It's called Night's End. It's not. I suppose there's a little bit of New Country, which we don't play often, but there's some nice tracks floating about, and that's Matt Pond, PA, Night's End.
Well, I'm getting very sad now. 10 minutes to go, and so much to cover. Now, thing is, Carl's fallen in love with that book, but I feel a bit bad letting a friend sort of win when all these lovely people, these regular listeners, so I don't think you can have that. But I'll tell you what, I'll borrow that, or I'll buy it for you, so you can have that anyway. What have
That's
you
safe,
found
you're going home with that.
Avoid washing up by boiling a bag food.
See, I can see why you'd love that.
Exactly.
Is there anything else? What other things have you caught your eye though? Put that book down. Go on. Well, one of our regular listeners who actually wants the bag and wants to be part of your life. Come on.
Well, Richard emailed in, right? And he's got a book, which is similar to the one I like there.
Yeah.
Which has got like 180 stories in it. So, I mean, most of them are like, true, I think. Do you know I was telling you that story about the woman who put her head in the oven to dry her hair?
Yeah.
Because she liked the way...
Washing your hair by boiling the brain bags.
So she put her head in the microwave?
Yeah.
And boiled her brains?
And boiled the brains.
Sure.
She thought she'd get the same result as she did from the oven, but it all went wrong and that. And
What do you mean? She used to dry hair in the oven? And she just, like, went modern?
Apparently, it's like what punks used to do. You get a different sort of heat off an oven than you do off a hairdryer, right?
Sure.
So, she thought, well, I'll do it in half the time, use a microwave.
Sure.
She was busy.
She
I
was
don't
late.
understand how you can get your head in a microwave. It only works when the door closes.
Yeah, but you jam the little thing, don't you?
Well, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't tell. I don't think it's possible, but don't.
Of course it is.
Yeah, well,
anyway,
don't.
but he remembers that story and said, I've got a book full of stuff like that. And he sort of sums up a little story that's in the book about this girl who she had long hair, right? And she used to always mess around with it. And she's sucking on it. Do you know, like how girls do with the long hair? They sort of mess around with it and stuff.
Yeah.
And she's sucking on it all the time. And she was doing this from the age of like 10. And then I don't know, she's probably about 30 odd. And she's doing this all the time.
Guessing.
And she goes, oh God, my belly's hurting today, Mum. And she goes, oh, what's wrong with you? I said, I don't know.
You're 30.
Yeah. So she goes to the doctors, and the doctors do an X-ray, and nothing's coming up. And it's like, I don't know what's wrong with you. You know, you're just being a bit moany about nothing. She's like, no, honestly.
She's a very intolerant doctor.
Yeah.
She said, this is
Piss off.
this is really hurting. I don't know what's up with it. So anyway, they found out some sort of system of looking at what was going on.
Yeah.
And apparently,
X-rays?
No, it wasn't X-ray, because X-ray didn't show it up. Okay. It was something else. So, anyway, it's only gone and turned into, like, she's been sucking her hair for so many years, that little bits had come off. She's got a giant air ball in her belly.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. Which was, like, huge, the size of a rat, or something like that, right? The size of a...
It's so interesting what he chose. The size of a rat.
No. Well, the funny thing is, when they eventually got it out, the mum was like, you know, oh God, it was terrible, and she actually said it looked like a dead rat.
Oh. Right.
And it was in her belly, and that's like what was causing all the pain.
Sure.
And apparently, your belly acids don't kill hairs, because they're so fine it can't handle it.
Yes. Right. So you're going for that book, are you?
That's the one I want.
Who's the winner then? Who's the winner of the lovely BAFTA
What's
bag?
his name there? Richard Scholar, is it something?
Yeah, Richard, Scular or Scowler or something else. So he's the winner. So check it out. You're going to get that book coming to you. I'll borrow this book for you.
I need an email within like 5 working days to sort of
So what's your email?
It's carl.pilkington@xfm.co.uk.
Okay, lovely.
I want an email from this guy, and I won't be sending the bag out until I receive the goods.
Okay, right, good. Well, we've only got a few minutes. I want to play Suede, and I want to end with the Smiths track. So let's play this.
What is it?
Suede, Stay Together. Lovely track. My favourite Suede track of all time there. Well, oh, that's nearly it, Carl. Right, what's your last Room 101?
Oh, God. It was, holidays.
Holidays.
Well, you want to put holidays in room 101?
People who are sort of annoying on holiday.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know when you go away?
Oh, yeah.
It sort of touched on this before.
Is this going to be the Scouse guy?
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh, it's so long, though. I mean, it was a holiday when we went to Tunisia.
And the Scouser pissed you off, surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the annoying thing was, you know, when you go on it was a cheap holiday, and, like, the lesson here is, you know, if you want a good holiday, you gotta, like, spend some money.
Yeah.
And we didn't on this one. We spent about, I don't know, 400 quid for two of us for, like, a month or something ridiculous. And we got there, and, you know, you get to the hotel and you go, we have made a mistake. You know, it's a ropey hotel. You know, you can tell, like, the blinds and stuff as you're walking home dirty and stuff. You think, well, let's make the most of it. You know, let's not get down about it. It's a holiday. It's for a rest. And you try and make the most of it. And we had to meet. You know, like, you have one of those things where you get to your destination and the rep says, right, you know, go and unpack your bags and that. Go and sort yourself out in the room. And tomorrow morning we'll meet up at 10 o'clock. And I'll go through, you know, the best sort of place to go for camel rides and, you know, the best deals I can get you. That sort of thing.
Can anyone here walk like an Egyptian?
So she says, right, tomorrow morning meet 10 o'clock in the discotheque. So we get up and we have breakfast, and it wasn't a good breakfast. The kitchen was, like, bit horrible, the food wasn't good, and it was run by sort of midgets.
What do you mean it was run? Not there's anything wrong with that.
There was little fellas running around, and the annoying thing was one of them sort of started to fancy my girlfriend.
How did he manifest his affection?
No, you're not saying there's anything wrong with midgets, though, are you? Just saying it was strange. There was
yeah, but even midgets shouldn't be claiming on Carl.
No, I know, no.
But it's also that thing of, you know, they've got little fingers, and it's sort of...
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm not. It is a bit of a phobia of mine.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? They are nice people and that.
Sure.
Oh, God. But the annoying thing is...
So what was he doing then? How did he... I don't understand how he was chatting up your girlfriend. Was he crawling under the table so you couldn't see?
He just kept...
Whispering to her from underneath there.
Stop it!
Just so you know.
Wait, I don't want to get a complaint on our last show.
There's not many midgets. What's going to happen? Can we just finish this and start up again in a couple of months?
Oh, yeah. So if you want to know more about the midget-themed restaurants, then we'll talk you in 3 months.
Yeah.
It's just... it's just...
No, that's fair enough, actually.
Oh, yeah, no,
right,
sorry about this. Listen, we'll see you in about... really, it's been a pleasure, truly, and thank you for everyone that wrote letters. Have you really?
I've got you both a present. Right?
Oh.
I got Ricky, do you know, like, we've done fables and stuff? Right?
Yeah.
This is like Mr. Ben. This is
Oh.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Right, and it's like little fables that Mr. Ben goes on.
Oh, fantastic.
So I want you to learn something from that for when you come back.
Okay, brilliant. That's lovely,
I'll tell you
Carl.
one of the stories I read this morning. It's brilliant. In fact, when you've done with it,
Yeah.
give it me.
Yeah.
Because I haven't finished reading that.
Okay. Thank you, Carl.
And for Steve, a little chat up lines.
A little book of chat lines.
That's fantastic.
Carl.
Well, we'll see you in 3 months. But carry on emailing Carl. Cherish Carl Pilkington. He sits in a little room by himself, so keep him in touch. And we'll see you in August. We're going to leave you with something that we all love. This is There Is a Light That Never Goes Out by the Smiths. Very apt, I think. Goodbye.
See you later.
Ho ho! That's Feeder and Come Back Around. It's a new leaf, Steve. I'm going to do properly now. I'm not going to be slovenly. I'm sitting up straight, you see.
Yep.
And it's going to be a proper DJing, because I think... Coming up soon, some great tracks, including a new one from Abs and an old one from Snow. Informer.
You don't read that every stormy echo boom, a licky boom boom down.
I'm joking, of course. We've got some fantastic tracks. There's some
stuff,
great
yeah.
chat, and we've got Carl with
Some
me,
great
Steve.
chat.
Steve. I'm Ricky Gervais on XFM 104.9.
There he is indeed, with him, Steve Merchant. And Carl Pilkington, of course. Say hello, Carl.
Alright.
Yeah, nice. And you say you read...
The beginning of a radio show is very much your wares, your shop window, laying out your stall. I don't think you could choose a better track than The Only Ones, Another Girl on the Planet.
I'd love to hear it.
One of my favourite intros, that.
Amazing.